Let's see how we can name ionic compounds in few examples. So in the ionic compounds naming, you need to know what is the cation and the anion in the compound, and you need to name cation name and then anion name. For main group elements means group 1 to 8A are main group elements. Except tin and lead, Sn and Pb, all the other main group elements form only one cation species, only one charge. So you need to name the cation name using the same name as the element name. For example, sodium Na and Na plus sodium cation, both we can name as sodium. Calcium, Ca and calcium 2 plus cation, both named as calcium. But for the lead and tin in the main group elements and also transition elements, most of the transition elements form like tin and lead more than one charge species. For example, copper can form +2 and +1. Iron can form Fe2 plus and Fe3 plus. So lead can form lead 2 plus and lead 4 plus and so on. For those type of variable charge species, you need to identify what is the charge on the cation. It is based on the given anion because anions always have a fixed charge, only one charge. So if you know the anion charge, you can identify what is the charge on the given cation. Now, based on those rules, let's name this example. So I'm going to name one by one. First one is ammonium chloride. So ammonium NH4 plus NH4 plus is our cation and Cl minus is our anion. We call chloride. So if we combine both, the name is ammonium chloride. AMMONIUM, ammonium chloride. Second one, CuNO3 2. So here one copper and two nitrate groups. So copper can form +1 and +2. So we need to identify, is this copper +1 or +2? Nitrate. Nitrate is polyatomic anion. It always forms 1 minus charge. So one nitrate group, NO3 group 1 minus. There are two nitrate groups here. So 1 minus times 2, 2 minus is the contribution from the anions. Then cation should be +2. So +2, then neutralize with -2. Then copper we can name as copper 2. Copper, Roman number 2, copper 2 nitrate. Another way we can name it as cupric nitrate. Next one, C. Lead, and this is SO4. SO4 always form -2 and lead should be here +2. So we can name as lead 2 sulfate. Next one, calcium. Calcium is a main group element, always form +2. We can simply name as calcium. And anion name is bicarbonate. So it is calcium bicarbonate. Next one, cation is ammonium plus and anion is sulfate. So we can simply name as ammonium sulfate because ammonium always form +1. Ammonium sulfate. Next one, chromium is a transition metal. It is form +2 and +3 both. So based on the anion, we need to identify if this chromium is +2 or +3. So acetate is one acetate group, 1 minus charge. There are 3 acetate groups given here. So 3 minuses is the contribution from the acetate groups. So chromium should be +3. Chromium 3 acetate. Next one, G. Sodium is the cation, and anion name is dihydrogen phosphate. There are two hydrogens, so we call dihydrogen. So the name is sodium dihydrogen phosphate. Dihydrogen phosphate. Last one, tin, and the anion is HPO4. So HPO4 charge is 2 minus. We call hydrogen phosphate or biphosphate. So if this HPO4 2 minus, tin should be plus 2. So then we can name it as tin 2 hydrogen phosphate or biphosphate. Hydrogen phosphate or as tin 2 biphosphate. I hope you all understand now the naming cations and anions. First you need to name the cation and then the anion. And if you have variable charges like transition elements and tin and lead in the main group elements, you need to identify the charge on the cation based on the given anion, because always anions have a fixed charge.